any queries floated, then you can put it on live, and then whatever the questions are there, we can discuss.
Sure, sir. Just a second, sir. I just started the streaming so that I can check the chat messages. It is still loading, sir. Just give me a minute, sir. So for our
whatever the questions are there.
one second, sir. It's still loading, sir. No, sir. Here also nobody joined. Maybe since we started the streaming now, sir, maybe after 2 to 5 minutes, students might join, sir. Let's wait and check, sir. In Zoom also nobody joined, sir, so far.
Oh, this is a live stream both on Zoom as well as in...
Well as on YouTube, sir. In YouTube, if they post any questions, I will pass it on to you, sir. Sir, and then one query we got, which can I share my screen, sir, so that you can view it?
Yes.
Yeah, just a second, sir. Sir, this is a query posted by Mr. Anand Prakash, sir. He is asking, I request that you share the working Excel sheet meant for your lectures in week 9 and 10 that covered topsis and electron.
Okay, there was, you can write down that for the topsis and electra, all the informations of solving the problem, everything is there in the Excel, in the PPT file.
In the PPT file itself. Okay,
yes.
Sir,
I will tell.
Okay.
The topsis method, the two different types of electra method.
Yes, 1 second, sir. Slides, kindly refer the slides, which are
shared with the students, which are given to the students.
Yeah, which are shared with the students. Yes, sir.
And it contains all the detailed calculation.
Calculations
for topsis, electra.
Yes, sir. And electra.
And other methods.
And other methods
are given in details.
Are given.
Are given.
Okay, sir.
That's all.
Yes, sir. I'll just quickly put, sir. So this is the only query which we are yet to answer. Now we answered this also, sir.
Yes.
I'll just show you, sir. The remaining questions, all the things are answered, and I showed all the queries to Angana ma'am also, sir. And then we released the assignment solutions also, sir. Yesterday, day before yesterday, week 12 assignment solution is also released, sir, which was pending. And since the due date is over, we released these assignment 12 solution also, sir. So everything is done from our end. So from our end, everything is done, sir. And
oh yes, is the assignment solution which I sent, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once the due date is over, we are supposed to release the assignment solution, sir.
And tell me one thing: the examination. Oh, so there are learners are 268. Only people will take the examination is 335.
35, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And 28th April is the examination. So we thought that since exams are nearby, students will join if we conduct this.
And as far as I know, based on the email which you had received from NPTEL office IIT Madras, there would not be any change in the date even for the elections, I suppose.
No, sir. There won't be any change, sir. In South, Tamil Nadu elections are over, sir. On Friday, election was held, sir.
All the
Sorry,
constituencies,
Thursday,
yes,
Thursday,
yes.
sir. On Thursday, election was held, sir.
Thursday, today, Saturday, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So other states in different phases it is happening now, sir. But they said it is not clashing with our exams, sir. That's what they told. So that way we are safe, sir. So shall I stop the screen share? Screen share.
Fine.
Okay, sir. Maybe we'll wait for 2 minutes, sir. And in case if nobody join, what shall we do, sir? Would you like to discuss?
You have already posted that in the web, right? For them? That
Yes,
the
sir. That we have the live session. Yes, sir. We posted it, sir.
And apart from the queries which you have sent, are there any major queries?
No, sir. Like during the last live session itself, we have discussed most of the session queries, sir.
No, the main thing is the queries, what the students do, they send to the TAs. So
Uh,
did you receive any major set of queries or not much?
no, sir. Individually, we didn't receive, sir. Whatever queries they have, no, sir, they raised it in our course forum, sir, discussion forum, sir, which we have all answered, sir, except for one that too we answered just now, sir.
So in discussion forum in the first one.
Yeah, discussion forum here, which we just saw now, sir. Uh,
But the discussion forum, which we had the live session and where students did ask in the first in a live
no, sir. I just checked, sir. That also Google Form,
Okay.
sir. Through Google Form, I just checked just before the start of the session,
Okay.
sir. Any query is posted, but nothing is posted, sir. So you can give them some tips for preparing the examination, sir.
Yes,
So,
I think that would be best.
yes, sir. Since this is
Um,
the like most of the sir, like most of the students are asking how many questions will come, how many marks, whether negative marking is there, how to prepare
okay,
for the
okay,
examination. These
okay,
are the
okay,
common
okay,
questions.
okay.
Yes, sir.
I will, what I will do is, I will slowly go through the slides content once and then discuss about the general pattern,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
let me talk before you go to the live, start the live session. Let me take a time, and it may be a little bit long, and you let them know that the faculty member has given a detailed feedback about the course and how to prepare, and then they can proceed accordingly, right?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So I will start my sessions accordingly,
All right, sir.
one by one.
Okay, sir.
Just one minute.
Yes, sir. Take your time, sir. No problem, sir. So one student joined on YouTube. She is asking some queries, sir, which I will post in the Zoom chat, sir.
Okay, so let her ask. Let her first answer our queries.
Just a second, sir. I will just read out that particular question. 1 second, sir. Miss Dikshit has posted a query on YouTube chat. The question is, sir, can you please tell what are the recent trends in the field of decision making?
Okay. So, Ms. Diksha, the question which you have raised, and I'll try to answer it not from the total perspective of the examination, but in general, I'll try to answer. Now, considering multi-criteria decision making, whatever concepts we have covered, we have covered about multi-objective optimization, considering the student has a background in linear programming, non-linear programming, quadratic programming, 0-1 programming, integer programming. And based on that, we have considered different methods of multi-criteria decision making, where the objective is a functional form and also the constraints are in equation form with the decision variables. Then we considered the concept of multi-criteria decision making, where the attributes and the characteristics are important. And we had considered Topsis method, Vicor method, Electra method, Epsilon Electra method, the concept of DA. And DA I had mentioned time and again as it is a optimization method, hence the concept of optimization can be utilized. Then we have considered AHP method and all these things. Now, in general, considering multi-criteria decision making, its use is used in a variety of ways. And if you remember, I had considered the three important examples. One was for basically deciding on the which car to buy. Second was about trying to decide on the apartment which you're going to purchase. And third was basically about the college or the university where you will be taking the admission. Now the problems can be generally, which I had mentioned, of two classes, where in the first case, which is quantitative in nature, ambiguity in the decision variables are not there. Equations can be written for the constraints, equation can be written for the objectives, and there can be more than one objectives, and problem solutions can be taken from the area of mathematical programming. In the other method, where you have more qualitative decisions, where it is difficult to quantify them, and the methods which I mentioned, they are also very heavily used nowadays in different areas. Examples of which I have given. It can be in trying to build up a project, it can be trying to decide on what type of farming technology to use, it can be decided about which network of roads can be utilized, it can be decided to take a decision about which steel plant to build. And these applications are huge. Now, having said that, if I am considering from the point of view of research, there are a lot of ongoing research going on in both the quantitative and the qualitative field. If you are considering from the point of view of application of these in engineering sciences, in general social sciences, in marketing, in finance, in anywhere, obviously these applications are also being utilized. Applications like optimization, mathematical optimization in portfolio theory, optimization in trying to decide on which type of networks to use in areas of supply chain management, reverse supply chain management, reverse logistics. Alongside with this mathematical model, different other methodologies of MCDM, which I mentioned, Topsis, Electra, Epsilon Electra, Vicor, AHP, other methods are Macbeth, Paprika. All these, there are other methods also, I'm not mentioning all of them. They can also be utilized in trying to decide on what portfolio to form, how the optimization needs to be done, what are the quality factors you should consider. Similarly, you can also consider how these different type of non-quantitative techniques, non-quantitative techniques in the sense, not as much as quantitative as the mathematical modeling. There is mathematics there also, like set theories, there rough set concepts is used. They can also be used means this so-called non-quantitative methodology can also be used in supply chain. The example which I mentioned can be also utilized in the sense that multi-objective optimization is used. Now, which methodology one would utilize in academia or in application will depend on what are the pros and cons. I have not gone into the details of the pros and cons because it's basically the course, considering there were 12 weeks with 60 lectures, each lecture being for half an hour, covering the whole gamut of the course, going to the details would not do justice to all the topics. It's not possible. and also consider your time shortages which are there, because you have to basically do 1 week of classes and then take the assignments. So best would be if you remember in the initial set of the classes and also in the syllabus I had given a detailed set of what are the prerequisites, what are the different textbooks which are utilized in statistics probability, which are used in basic optimization, and how one gets to have that initial background based on which somebody can venture and go into the area of multi-criteria decision making. If you remember in that syllabus, detailed set of topics plus books plus which are textbooks and reference books were also given for the multi-criteria decision making. The sets of books were quite huge in number, about 20 to 25. Now, all of these books doesn't cover every topic which I mentioned. Some may be good in AHP, some books are basically like Satis book is good in AHP. Other books are very good in considering the other multi-criteria decision making. Then DA method would be covered in other books. But in general, at least to get yourself accustomed and be well aware of the different techniques of the multi-criteria decision making, the sets of books which are given in the syllabus and the generalist coverage would definitely give you a good standing based on which you can venture into different directions, provided you're interested to utilize the concept of MCDM in different areas of academic and practical applications as deemed fit from your side. Hope I have been able, it was a quite a lengthy answer, but hope I have been able to answer the question as decided by the lady who has asked the question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for elaborately answering that particular question on recent trends in the field of decision making. Thank you so much, sir. Let's wait, sir, for any other queries from her. I just asked her whether the reply is okay with her or not. Since there is a lag in streaming now, sir, whatever we speak, they will hear after 30-40 seconds only.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Ms. Diksha Dikshit has posted, yes. So she understood. I asked her whether she is having any other doubts or not. Let's wait, sir, for her reply. Now, 2 students are watching on YouTube, sir. But they are yet to post any queries. I'll just update you, sir. So Ms. Diksha has said that she's not having any queries, sir. Only that particular query she is having, sir. The other student, let's wait, sir. So far, no queries, sir. Maybe you can continue with that exam-related tips, some slides, sir. Yes.
Okay, so all the students who are planning to take the examination for the multi-criteria decision making, the course, as you all are aware, it was spread over 12 weeks for 60 lectures, which is 30 hours because each lecture was half an hour, and each week we had 5 lectures, each being for half an hour. Now, in the due course of the multi-criteria decision making interaction and the study, first I will request the students to pay attention to different types of assignment questions which were there. Because if you remember, each assignment, again I'm mentioning, had 10 questions with choices being 5, filling the blanks, and in 1 or 2 questions there were true and false. So considering the overall coverage of the syllabus, first I will tell and request the students to follow the slides, and whatever calculations were done, maximum of that are in the slides. Few which were there for the Excel sheet I have already shared. And there was a question whether for the top says Electra, Epsilon Electra, Bicor, there were any extra Excel sheet? No, there were no extra Excel sheets. Everything is done in detail in the PPT slides, PowerPoint slides. Now, the number of questions in general, there would be 50 questions in the NSEM. NSEM is for 3 hours, is multiple choice questions, filling the blanks, where if required, the number of decimals you are required to fill up will be given. And the final one is true and false. In multiple choice question, there would be 5 multiple choices given, and you have to tick one. In true and false, you have to basically mark whether true and false. And in the filling the blanks, you have to fill in the blanks. As I said, if it is an integer, you can find it out the answer, and if it is decimal, maximum 3 places of decimal. In none of the questions, there is any negative marking. As per the policy of NPTEL, there is no negative marking. For each of these questions considering 50 marks, there would be 2 marks for answering it right. Negative does not carry a negative marking. It is 0 only. You would not get any credit, and leaving the question also, you would not get any credit. That means for answering it wrong and leaving it fetches you only 0 marks, and answering correctly will give you the marks as required. Now, if you remember, coming back to the calculation part, maximum you need to do is to calculate using the calculator which is given there in the examination in the computer where you're solving based on TCS. There is no extra calculation needed, and even if it is scientific, TCS has that scientific calculator to do all the calculation. Number 3 would be the coverage. If you remember, initially the first set of slides were some examples. Then we went into details about multi-criteria decision making. And as you remember, we had said the general concept of linear programming, non-linear programming, quadratic programming, integer programming, mixed integer, linear programming were prerequisites along with basic statistics, probability. Considering that, we had solved varieties of problems and gone into the concepts and shown you the results both in diagram as well as in figures with the answers. So please go through the slides. Slides are quite detailed. And if you remember, in each class we had covered, depending on the coverage. In some class we went slow because there are many concepts had to be covered, but in general we had covered in each class about 12 slides, 12 to 15 slides. So considering 60 classes, you would basically have that number of slides for all the coverages which are there. Specifically, the number of slides for Electra, Epsilon Electra, Topsys, Bicor were quite good in number because all the details calculations were given. So follow the slides carefully. Apart from the multi-criteria decision making of the multi-objective, pay attention to the utility theory, the concepts of expected value, the concept of risk aversion, the concept of absolute risk aversion, relative risk aversion, stochastic dominance of first order, second order, the safety first principle, all these things. Then coming back to the concepts of multi-objective part, as I mentioned, I'm again mentioning, go through the 3 or 4 different ideas of how you formulate the multi-objective problem by considering the weights of lambdas, or considering the ideas where you convert a multi-objective into a single objective by taking one objective at a time and converting the other objectives as constraints. We have to solve those problems also. So consider those problems for the linear part and the non-linear part. And if they are required to be solved, they would be very simple. You do not have to do much of the calculation. They are just conceptualization of the problems. Then when you come to the concepts of ideas related to AHP, go to the slides of AHP, how the matrix is formulated, how you solve the problem, how you find out the lambda max, which is the eigenvector, how the priority matrix are formulated. Then you also calculate and find out the concept of how DEA, how the problem formulation is done for input oriented model, output oriented model. Then for the concept of Topsis method, epsilon electra, pay attention to the concept of PIS, NIS, concordant matrix, discordant matrix, and all these things. Having said that, I would again wish best of luck to all the students. Please refer to the slides. There is huge amount of information in the slides. Please go through the assignments, because if there are 12 different assignments, you have already solved about 120 questions, which is quite a lot of problems you have solved. And based on the coverages of each assignment, the problems would definitely be on the same lines in the end sem. And again, I'm mentioning NSEM has 50 questions, 2 marks each, MCQ of 5 options, true and false, fill in the blanks, no negative marking, and missing and leaving the question also doesn't penalize you. So I think I have been quite detailed in trying to give you the feedback about the general coverage and what you should prepare. And I wish all the students best of luck.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering exam related, how to prepare for exams and stuff. Let me just check the YouTube chat window, sir, for any queries. No, sir, there are no queries, sir. And right now, nobody is watching on YouTube also, sir. That 2 persons who have joined has gone now, sir. Yes, sir. So shall we wait for a minute and then end the session, sir?
Yes, yes. Because I have given the detailed feedback about this preparation. I think that will be more than sufficient. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, and Mr. Krishnan, you have already taken care of all the queries raised in the forum.
Yes, sir.
We have been able to handle that, and
Right,
you've given the general feedback. All the slides are there, Excel sheets are there, everything is there with the students. I'm sure they will do very well.
Definitely, sir. Just in case if they post any queries, and I will pass on to you, sir.
Sure. We have I would request, if they have any queries before the examination, you just let me know. We will definitely handle the queries as required.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Then in that case, we can close, since nobody is posting, sir.
Okay, Mr. Krishnan, I'll request one thing. After this session is done, officially send a mail to the NPTEL office in IIT-Kanpur with the CC to the other TA person, and mentioning that we have already conducted the third live session for the MCTM course accordingly as per the notes.
Definitely, sir. I will do that, sir.
Okay.
Right after the session, I will do that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. Now, shall I stop the YouTube streaming, sir? Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.